Hi, I'm Dr. Carl Kosko with the Extended Reality Initiative here at Kent State University. And I'm just going to give you a very brief overview of the different options you have for placing a 360 camera for recording. So, one of the options that most people already have if they're doing any sort of camera work is the tripod. Now, you can use this with a 360 camera, such as one of these. These are all Insta360 just for display purposes. But what's going to happen, you see how massive this is in comparison, how much space it takes up. And if you put your 360 camera up here, when you look down, it's going to take up all of that space. It's also just going to take up a lot of space for when you're recording. So if you're in a place where you don't want this to actually be visible, then you shouldn't actually use that. Instead, you might want to get a selfie stick with some sort of base on it. So this is the most common setup. You can open up your selfie stick there. It's about 4 feet tall, assuming you actually tighten it properly. I just did the opposite. And the most common base for the tripod there is this. It's just the smallest one. Now, it will work to a point. If you're outside and it's windy, you can blow over pretty easily. Just a light tap there. If you're inside, for us, we record classrooms, and if someone just bumps it, usually an adult, not a kid, it will fall over and hit the floor. And that's not always very fun. No, it's never very fun. Another option, and this is something that you can buy, it's a little bit larger. This one comes from Smatry. Sounds like they're from Boston. So you can open this up, and when you place it, you're going to find that it is, I had to tighten it up there, it is a little bit sturdier. So if I do that same tap, it will move, but it can still be knocked over. But it is better. You can see that there's a lot of difference here. Now, if you're really serious about having a sturdy base, so for us, we're in classrooms, kids, adults will move around. It's very easy to just knock into one of these things and unintentionally knock it over. So I came up with this little guy, a little DIY, or DYI rather, metal base. And when I extend this, I'm going to just same amount of tap, it'll move, but like you really have to, if you walk into it, it's not going to hit the floor. It's going to wobble, but I'd rather it wobble than collide onto the solid floor. And so it's a lot better option in many cases, especially high traffic cases where you don't want things to bang into the floor. Now, that said, again, it will wobble, it will move. It is possible to knock this down, but it's almost like this that you have to be very intentional if you really wanted to whack it and just knock it over that way. So how do you get one of these? Well, they don't sell them, but they do sell the pieces to make it, and it's very straightforward. So the very first thing you do, I actually got 8-inch diameter, 1/4-inch thick steel plates like this. Now, it came unpainted. I just spray painted 2 very quick coats. You could probably do something nicer. And the next thing that I did was before painting it actually, I took a 1/4-inch drill bit that's specially designed to just drill into metal. You can just get it at any Lowe's or Home Depot. It's not that special. I think it's just titanium tipped. And you just drill right through it. And so you have your hole there. Then I paint it, just spray paint. And then I get this. It's you can get 4 of these for about $9. It's a camera hot shoe 1/4-inch. That sounds like it's a weird thing, but that's what you type into Amazon. You get it. It's about $9 for about 4 of them, maybe $8. And you just take this, put it right through, and then I'm just going to screw this on, left-handed no less. And that's basically I'm going to screw both of them on. whenever I do this. I'm not going to screw the other one on right now, but just screw it tight, and you get the other one on there, and then you can screw the selfie stick right on there, and it'll work well for you. So if you do more than one of those, you're going to have to find a nice solution for carrying them around. We have just a rolling case that you can get at Office Max or Office Depot or any sort of office supply store. But those are some very basic guidelines and overviews of selfie stick and tripod solutions that you can use for recording with 360 cameras. All right. Have a good one.